We will next hear from valedictory speaker, Mason Stavalone.
I want to thank my mom, dad, and sister for this constant support, love, and care they've given me throughout my entire life, and especially these last few years. I love you all. I'd like to dedicate this speech to Mrs. Flick and her memory as our principal, who fought a hard battle and disease myself and all too many of us are familiar with. I heard one of those deep sayings once. It went along the lines of, when we were young, our parents set us down and then never lifted us up again. It's a profound thing. You all put us down and then never lifted us up again. It's a sad thought, but we weren't put down because we weren't loved or because we didn't need you any longer. You set us down because we just didn't need to be lifted up. It's part of growing up. It's another step towards us becoming the individuals we are and are becoming. Well, that, and it's also simple biology. We did get a lot heavier, and to be honest, your backs aren't what they used to be. But let me come back to that later. We've learned and achieved so much in our time here. Our football, basketball, soccer, and baseball teams all made it to the semifinals of sectionals. Cheerleaders won counties. Our cheerleaders won counties, and all of our track teams ran really, really fast. It's been an amazing 4 years for you teachers lucky enough to have us in your presence. I really have no idea what you're going to do when we leave. Have you seen these underclassmen? They're nothing like us, nothing. There's no up-and-coming students like Jack Callahan, who goes to bed smart and wakes up smarter every morning. You'll not be coming across a Martha Reynolds, who perhaps represents the spirit of this class. I don't see any upcoming three-point shooters with hair quite like Zach Darpino. And Arcadia will crumble before another Noah Barnard walks through those doors. It's not that I don't want to list all of his accolades, it's just that there doesn't exist enough time. There won't be any more best-dressed Noah Hurlbuts, saxophone players like Joel Fazy, or gifted artists such as Kelly Slahovic and Nambui. If you don't know any of these students then, welcome to Arcadia, because this is obviously the first time that you've been here. I've mentioned some specifics here, but these aren't isolated examples. I could go on and on about every hard-working overachiever sitting behind me. Now, many of you parents here may or may not have heard of the freshman 4 years ago who got cancer. But none of you knows the depth of the compassion that these students here, faculty, teachers, administrators, even students past, poured out to my family and myself. This wonderful group wore wristbands, t-shirts, wrote cards and letters, dropped off meals, showered us with prayers and support in a time when my family and I needed it most. This same level of compassion was repeated for our fallen hero and principal, Mrs. Flick. Now, none of us got here unscathed. We all had to fight hard and win our own battles, losing parents, friends, family, suffering from diseases and sicknesses, having struggles such as diabetes, depression, transferring schools, relationships. All of us fought, only one of our soldiers fell. So now here's where this young kid tries to give a room full of wiser folks his view on things. Our future accountants will never be giving a eulogy about how much is in our bank accounts, nor our future employers sing our lives' praises about what good employees we were. Our lives will be measured in what really matters. How did we treat others? What kind of relationships did we form? Were we good to our family and friends? But more importantly, were we good to those who weren't? These values, interesting enough, along with academics, are things that we've learned here. From our families, outstanding examples such as our principal, Mrs. Flick. More important than science and chemistry, these lessons we carry beyond those doors. And sorry, Mr. Bisaku, but everyone always tells me we're never going to use calculus again anyways. I'm kind of sad for all of us because we have to go out there and be surrounded by people who aren't us. It's going to require a lot of patience. But it's even sadder for this school and these poor teachers. I mean, this is the best class that they're going to see for a while. But seriously, and I can say this with no bias, the stars must have aligned to have this perfect group of teachers and students, parents and community, to produce a group of young superstars such as these. We are so proud to be part of this family of Titans, to be among this amazing group we call Arcadia Class of 2016, and proud to forever be a part of this family. I'm not standing here because I have the best grades, as there are those with better, but I'm standing here because perhaps I, more than anyone, should be most thankful and have the greatest debt of gratitude to pay for this opportunity to thank you, students, teachers, administrators, for all the support that you have given to my family and myself. We Titans intend on returning our debt of gratitude everywhere we go, with the spirit of a Titan, as we've learned it from each other and I've learned it from you. May we, the class of 2016, carry that spirit with us always. When we walk out those doors, it will be the last time we're all together. Some of us may never see each other again. We may move out of the area or even out of the country. One thing that will never separate us, no matter how much time passes and no matter where we go, we will always be the brothers and sisters, the friends and teammates, the incredible group we will always refer to as the Greece Arcadia Class of 2016. Now, just as you parents set us down once, we take that next step. And after we leave this building, we're going out there. Now that we know everything, and nobody will ever realize what we're going through, and none of you understands us. And of course, with those attitudes, we're going to make mistakes. And we're going to stumble. And just like when we were children, we're going to fall. But won't life be a lot easier knowing that these friends, our families, our community will always be there to once again lift us up when we need it. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. Thank you.
Thank you, Mason.